Hello and welcome to the Matter of Draig podcast, a bi-weekly Dungeons & Dragons podcast recorded live in the same room with Rob, the Dungeon Master,
Ben, playing Bernard Weissmith, the half-elf warlock,
Marty, playing Snake Eye Stonefist, the Dwarven Rogue,
and Mario, playing Raven Broodwing, your human cleric.
We'd love to hear from you. If you'd like to get in touch with us, we're at draigcast on Twitter. We're on the web at rattleboxgames.com/draigcast, or our email is draigcast@rattleboxgames.com. In the meantime, let us join the boys as they go into the woods. Previously on the Matter of Draig podcast, our three heroes were waylaid by winged monsters on their way into the town of Eaglewatch. Upon their arrival in town, they met and befriended several locals on their way to reporting the attack to the High Cleric of the Clerics' College. The party agreed to help rid the town of the winged monsters known as Mwydwn that roost in the mountains to the west of town. Once our would-be heroes took to the road, they met their final group of townsfolk in the persons of the Baroness Brangwyn Castan, the ruler of the city of Eaglewatch and its surrounding region of Erevan, and the two armed and armored women by whom she was escorted. The Baroness gave them her blessing, some information, and some equipment to help them on their way, which is where we find them right now. Not surprisingly, we're starting with you standing in a road.
Seems kind of familiar.
You're standing at the crossroads, as perhaps we mentioned in the voiceover, of the western road out of Eaglewatch and a disused road leading into the woods that we have reason to believe will lead to the foot of the mountain as we try to resolve the Mwydwn problem. Or you do. I actually caused the Mwydwn problem because I wrote them. So what do you do? My favorite question.
Are we done camping?
Well, yeah, I'm assuming we're done camping. This is the next day. We've woken up.
Yeah.
Okay. We should, go in.
Do a
there.
good job folding up your tents. You know, you got to roll them up real tight.
Roll
Back
for
in our
tent.
backpacks.
Roll for tent rolling. 20.
Whoa, that's a...
That
Dude,
tent,
you rolled your
I
tent
wasted
so well, it's literally like you never unrolled it.
there's a tent in your pocket. You just all of you slept in this tent, but somehow you folded it. I assume that your magical overlord must have helped you fold that tent.
Yeah.
I'm going to do a not leaving things behind when you pack up and leave check.
Yeah,
Thank you.
check for litter.
Oh, I got
no,
4.
man.
A 4. So you guys definitely, there's some bones, maybe some wrappers from energy
Wu-Tang
bars.
Clan.
Energy bars.
All right, so old DB is there sitting inside the road.
See you guys.
All right, now, so what do you do?
I'm going to start down the road with the cart.
I like it.
These guys can follow me if they want, or they can have their own adventure.
I'm guessing Lauren is point, and then I'll be in the middle.
I feel like I should always take point because
Yeah.
you guys are kind of the glass cannons, and I'm the one who has to absorb all the damage while you guys do all the damage.
Glass cannon. It's about right.
An
Yeah.
interesting point. Do you want to establish a walking order so that anytime you're walking, you're in that order, or do you guys want to mix it up every time, figure it out?
I think I should just always be at the front.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
fine. And I'm in the middle because I want people on either side of me because I will die
Okay.
if we get ambushed
then
from
what?
the back.
Just-
and then you're behind. Is that cool?
Okay.
And then Gortu is flying around.
Up in trees.
Hell, yeah, he's just telepathically like, "Where?"
So we're just like single
But
file.
he's like, "Err,
Yeah.
Hey.
how you doing? It's a Bernard sandwich.
So I feel like if Gortu sees something, would you roll like a perception check for Gortu?
You know what it is? If you see something,
He'll say,
Say them.
say
he'll
something.
say something.
All right, now I actually have to stop you because we've made an irresponsible piece of gaming for most of this, the second half of the last episode. You haven't named this pony, to the best of my knowledge or ability to discern.
Snaggletooth.
there's a pony.
I vote for Snaggletooth.
There's a motion on the floor for Snaggletooth.
You guys can suggest more names, too. I just threw that out there.
I have to say, Raven does not look convinced it's Snaggletooth. I think you should do this actually in character.
Okay.
What?
I think the characters have to talk.
Yeah, the
about it.
characters are going to
So
be
as you're
naming it.
walking down the road, you're like,
How should we name this pony?
there we go.
Do we have to name a pony?
Yeah, you got to give it a name. I'm sure it already has a name, but nobody told us.
Right. Well,
What do you think, Raven?
I don't know. It's a pony. Like, whatever.
Let's just spitball some names here.
All right.
I'm going to go with Spitball.
Spitball's good.
That's disgusting.
I'm getting one. Snaggletooth. Out of nowhere.
Did you get that from your own mind, Bernard?
Sure, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure did.
Shifty eyes.
Maybe Ubuntu. It just sounds
Ooh.
like, I don't know.
Like we're be united, like we're
Against the enemy.
We're part of this pony, like the pony is an extension of us
Yes.
in some way.
My vote is for Princess Muffin.
I like
Ooh, I like
It's
it.
adorable.
it. Princess Muffin.
Especially if it's a male pony.
Who cares?
I
Let's
like
not
it.
even check. Princess Muffin.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
That's fine with me.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. I'm glad you are good with that. Gortu says it's
Says
cool.
Gortu. Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's true. Maybe he's probably just talking to you. All right. So you're heading down this road. You've got a wagon full of explosives and alcohol. Nothing could go wrong there.
Let's just hope we don't hit any bumps. Oh, wait, it's not like it's nitroglycerin.
It
No,
isn't, but...
Ooh, we should have gotten some nitroglycerin.
And you've got a pseudo-dragon sort of flying point over there. Although I'm going to have to say this is a forest in its natural state.
Yeah, he can't really see.
There's not much to be seen.
Maybe he's hopping from like branch to branch.
Yeah, he's just like, I don't know. I feel like they would eat insects probably and
Yeah.
birds, small
Mice,
things.
small pigs.
Poop.
Yeah. All this stuff. So he's like up there on the canopy, just like grabbing some food. Not poop.
Maybe he's just pooping.
Oh, he could be pooping. Watch out for dragon poop. I don't know what that looks like. What does dragon poop look like? Is it like bird poop?
It's a little bit acidic, melts through leather.
Is it like, but in the bird poop way where it's like always liquidy?
Well, what do lizards poop?
Oh, no,
like?
I
Well,
guess
actually,
geese have-
dragons. I would imagine like dinosaurs are related to birds. So yeah, I would imagine it's very much like bird poop.
And actually, as it turns out, the poop of a lizard and the poop of a bird are very similar.
Oh yeah, okay.
Where the pee is contained in the poop.
Yeah. It's just all the same.
That was your ornithological lesson for the day.
Are dragons not? Are they? They're lizards. They're probably not mammals. Huh. They don't have fur.
But they might have feathers.
Yeah, but that's just dinosaur stuff. What about like? Okay, that's fine.
Well, there's lizards that used to have feathers too.
Yeah.
They're all related.
Does anyone have a point of inspiration?
I do.
You do?
Yeah, I think he does.
I
I
thought
think
you
I
did,
used.
too.
I think I used
You
mine.
used yours.
Yeah.
So Bernard used his, but Raven has one. So I have passed to you the Giganto die, which represents your point of inspiration. So we're riding through the forest, and time passes as time is known to do. You go for about half a day, stop at a sub shop, pick up a sandwich.
Quiznos.
This episode's brought to you by Quiznos.
What you crave.
Or is that how you pronounce it? I thought it was Quee. Like, it's Quee's nose subs.
It's actually, yeah, there's
Named after
I
his
used to
nose
say
because he
Keys
likes
nose.
there's
it
a
smells
gnome
good.
named
Quee.
But
Quee.
it turns out they're named because when you paid for your subs by completing a quiz.
Oh,
And all the answers are
no.
exactly.
And
All
that's
right.
the trick to getting free subs. You just got to answer no to all of it.
Yep.
Quiz knows, which is weird that they'd put that in the name of the
But
place,
it's
how to
tricky
get free
because
subs.
the last question is,
Do you
want a
want?
free sub?
But if you put no, you don't.
It's like one of those noble
It's all no's except one
Sacrifices.
yes.
sacrifice that makes you live still at the end. It's like that, but with subs.
All right.
That's got to stay in.
Oh, that's staying in. Trust me. As you're going along, never be worried, by the way, when the dungeon master goes to get dice. Just never be worried. I guess you could, your passive perception should be on there.
Oh, 13.
13,
14.
14, Marty.
12.
All right. All of those are higher than 9. So
I have my questions about 12, but
you guys, you just start to feel
like a nut.
wrong. Like you're anxious. You start to feel anxious. And then you start to feel like a pronounced vibration in the ground. So what had been a vibration that was coming through your feet in an unsettling way has resolved itself into a pronounced sound that is now audible. It's a low rumbling, and it's difficult in the way that bass sounds are difficult to orient it's to deduce which direction it's coming from, and being in a forest does not make that easier.
You guys hear that?
Yeah, it's not. What is that?
Hmm.
I touch my head and cast the mage armor.
Okay, so one of you has mage armor.
I touch my head and cast mage armor too, but nothing happens.
You should have gotten that string. Oh, if you'd only had that string.
Can you talk with it telepathically or no?
Can we wait? Can we see it? We can't see anything.
You don't see anything.
I was gonna actually cast detect thoughts, and this is a long description.
Okay.
So I'm just going to go through it.
So
You're
get
probably going to have
comfortable,
to edit out some of this description. So for the duration, you can read the thoughts of certain creatures when you cast a spell as your action on each turn until the spell ends. You can focus your mind on any one creature that you can see within 30 feet of you. If the creature you choose has an intelligence of 3 or lower or doesn't speak any language, the creature is unaffected.
Okay. All right.
Is any of that relevant so far?
The only thing is, as a level 3 warlock, since you can't see the thing and it relies on line of sight,
Well,
you would save the spell, I think.
you can actually you can also use the spell to detect the presence of thinking creatures you can't see when you cast the spell, or as your action during the duration. You can search for thoughts within 30 feet of you. The spell can penetrate barriers of 2 feet of rock, 2 inches of any metal other than lead, or a thin sheet of lead blocks. What? Okay.
Thin lead sheep.
Yeah. You can't detect a creature with an intelligence of 3 or lower, or one that doesn't speak any language. So I can kind of search as long as they're within 30 feet and have an intelligence
Is that a
above
cantrip
3.
or is that a spell slot?
This is a 2nd level spell slot, so that's going to be... I'm down to 1.
Okay. So you've cast that, and
Yeah.
what ends up happening is you don't sense anything
All right.
within those parameters. And I made a roll here, which is a 2. Please enjoy a 2 on an 8-sided die. And what ends up happening is I roll a die because the sound gets louder. And as it does, it resolves. And okay. Unfortunately, the ground underneath Princess Muffin opens up, and a sort of ghastly beast reveals itself.
We just named that!
Yeah,
That was the danger of naming it,
This is why we can't have nice ponies.
right? Why is it every...
I was going to make her glow pink.
It's
We
not
should have
too
named her
late.
Princess Muffin Top.
Muffin top.
And then she would have stayed on top of the ground instead of below it. Good old Princess Muffin Top.
No, it's just Princess Apple Bottom.
And
She's
her
bottom,
friend,
bottom
Princess
the,
Boots with the
bottom
furs.
the ground. She's bottom the ground.
I'm gonna put you 6 feet bottom the ground.
Well, there's one of my 2 spell slots.
Well, was it like midday or like about night?
No,
So we'll
it's
have
morning
to-
now, I think.
So
just
this is-
got-
This is what you see
Uh,
popping out of the ground.
and of course I didn't detect thoughts. It's an insect.
Yeah, it's called
Oh, the Onkeg.
an onkeg. So an onkeg pops out of the ground. And this is actually one of the rare instances where I'm going to go ahead and use a monster from the monster manual.
Kill it with fire.
It's an option.
Wait, we can do that.
that is a distinct possibility. All right. So the onkeg has latched on to Princess Muffin and is giving her a hard
The
time with
business.
it.
the business.
Giving her the business. At least it's not business time.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
The Onkeg still got his socks on.
That's worse.
All right. So it's a bite attack plus 5 to hit. Oh, I think that's going to...
It's going to snap her in half. Pretty sure that's what's going to happen.
Actually,
you
that
wanted
could have been
horse
worse.
meat.
She takes 3 points of damage.
Oh, I hope she has more than 3 points of hit points.
That's its attack. You gonna do anything?
Roll initiative.
So,
Yeah, I think it's fair that he got a
Surprise attack.
surprise attack there.
Yeah.
Yes, and we'll do side initiative.
19.
I got a 5.
Yeah, we're good.
Boom.
what side? Oh, side initiative.
Yeah, and so once again, if you recall, folks, instead of rolling individually for initiative, we roll side initiative. So in this case, They beat me, so they will get the next attack, which will... Or maybe they just run away. What do you
Player's Handbook.
Can do. Player's Handbook.
And the Force works.
Player's Handbook. All right.
So
I
who
feel like
wants
we
to
need
go
music
first?
that plays whenever somebody's looking something up in the Player's Handbook. Looking it up in the Player's Handbook. Looking it up in the Player's Handbook.
That'll be my theme song then.
Player's Handbook. Parentheses. Raven's theme.
Yes.
How's everyone's nature? That is a check.
Yes.
And nature is an intelligence-based check.
Yep.
What was the question?
Do I
How-
need to do a
how
check?
are nature-
check?
Skills.
Do you want just the skill or
Yeah.
2?
Oh, I've got a 1.
3.
All right. I mean, this isn't a terribly rare creature. I think you'd all know that it is an Ankeg.
Oh no, it's an Ankeg.
So it's a boring creature that lives in
They aren't
fields
very
and forests.
interesting, are they?
It looks at you and it's like I've never heard that one before. Click, click, click. Mandible, mandible.
You let Princess Muffin Top go.
So it can talk, or are you just,
he's just
narrating
Hey,
for it?
that was said with its eyes.
It rolled its eyes at me.
It cannot speak, and it has an intelligence of 1.
Do you guys mind if I go first in combat?
Go
Because
for
of
it.
my abilities.
Wait, say it in character.
Do you guys mind if I go first in combat?
Yeah, that's... Go at it.
Whatever.
You also are
Weird
in
question,
front.
but it's fine.
Your funeral.
And I by the way, in my mind, Princess was in front.
Yeah, because she doesn't seem like she's the rideable pony type.
No, we
Since she
discussed that you
died.
would have wounded her grievously.
So it like burrowed up and
And Chomp took a bite, but it only did 3 damage.
Oh,
I mean, you could be riding her. You just have to jump off.
no, I
said
wasn't
that she
because
wasn't strong enough to
she's
do
not
that.
strong enough. That's why. If I tried to ride her, she'd die. So apparently,
Emotionally, she's strong.
I weigh more than this thing hits for.
Don't take it personally.
No, it's okay. I'm a dwarf. I'm very dense and stocky.
His dwarven molecules are just packed together.
It's like the difference between a retriever and an English bulldog. The same size dog, if it's an English bulldog, is going to weigh like 4 times as much because they're all muscle. Dwarves, the English bulldogs of fantasy. Oh, I should ride an English bulldog. A really big one.
Attack already.
I'm going to attack it.
The Ankeg has actually fallen asleep.
Oh, your plan has worked.
Now stab it to death. I'm going to slip to the side and use a sneak attack. So I can do an extra 2d6 damage on top of everything.
That complies with the characteristics of the sneak attack.
Yeah, because all I have to have for sneak attack is to have advantage on the roll, which I do because of assassinate. Advantage on attack rolls against foes who have not taken their turn in this round of combat.
Okay. By the way, I'm going to roll 2d8 for Princess Muffin's hit points. 4, 5.
Okay,
She
so
has
she's
9.
down a third of her
She's
hit
down
points.
to 6.
So she has 45 hit points.
I think you got that wrong. He has to reverse it. It's 54.
Oh,
So she's down to 51. All right,
sorry, I didn't carry the 1.
Okay. All right.
All right, so I'm going to roll an attack roll. Don't fail me now. 11 plus 6 is 17.
I think that's going to be what we call in the business a hit. Let me just double check Arini. Armor class 14. That is a hit.
So now I roll 1d6 for the damage and then also 2d6 for the sneak attack.
And then 6d6 for just fun.
All right, so the base damage is 2 plus 4 because it's a hand axe plus my
Oh,
modifier.
you're using your new axe.
Yep.
Nice.
So that's 6, and then I get to roll 2 more. 4 and 6. So,
16.
yep,
All right. Bad news?
it's not dead.
It's not dead. But good news, someone else gets to do something.
I bet he got the point. Ah.
Who wants to go? Is it me or
You want to?
is it me?
I'm imagining you guys in
Just
character are saying that. You want to go?
You want to?
I don't want to go.
I've never attacked, but I don't know.
You can do it if you want. You want to do it?
You want?
Yeah.
I'll
I
attack.
want to see this.
All right.
All right. Go ahead and sting him.
I'll do what I can.
Do you know the pseudo-dragon attacks?
No.
Sting counts as a melee weapon attack, so you're going to have to fly to him, but
Can
you have
do.
like a 60 feet range on that.
Can do.
+4 to hit. Reach 5 foot. Hit is 1d4 plus 2 piercing damage, and the target must succeed on a DC 11 Constitution saving throw or become poisoned for 1 hour. If the saving throw fails by 5 or more, the target falls unconscious for the same duration,
Wow. Okay.
or until it takes damage from another creature.
Cool. All
So it
right.
could
Well,
just
why
faint.
don't you roll
Am I roll
the
1d4?
attack?
All right, let's see. 1d4 plus 2. Oh, I have to actually roll the d20 first.
Yeah,
right?
let's do that.
So that's an 18 plus 4, so 22.
That's a hit.
All right, 1d4 plus 2 now. 2, so that's 4. It says DC 11 Constitution saving throw, so
I
it's
roll
just got to roll a
20.
Constitution saving throw. What'd you roll? 20?
13.
13? All right, well, I think you made it.
All right, but still, did 4 points of damage?
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, it's not bad. Good job. You did good. You did better than me. Probably. I would have thrown a knife and missed, so.
Well, I've never seen you fight before, but
Oh, yeah.
Thanks, man.
That's true.
I'm just looking back and forth because I can't hear this conversation
No.
at all.
We're just like, I'm just staring at
I like to think that
Go to.
he's talking his
out loud.
part.
Yeah. I'm talking out loud.
The dragon is not.
He just
All right.
looks back.
The dragon. I'm
it's-
gonna say that that Gortu flies up to maybe a height of 20 or 30 feet to a distance that seems safe.
You said Gortu, and I thought you were talking about the enemy. I was like, it flies?
No, it tunnels and flies.
What can't it do?
Quick, everyone,
Make
water!
julienne fries.
All right. So that's 2 attacks down of the 4 of you, I suppose we could say. Anyone else going to attack, or are we going to just give this thing the day off?
Oh, yeah, I completely pass.
Okay.
Oh.
All right, Bernard.
But
Oh, do I get to go? No, I can't go, actually. If
Does that
the
count as yours?
Yeah, if the pseudo-dragon attacks, then that's my action.
Oh, okay.
But that's fine.
Interesting to know.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean,
That's
you
weird.
had the chance of putting it to sleep.
Yeah, that's what
That
I
would've
was.
made
I
it-
was just testing to see, like, if you could have put that thing to sleep and poisoned it, I would have been like, we're good now forever.
Okay.
But we're still good. Pseudo-dragon's still good.
So I'm going to say that this thing appears now to be doing a little worse. It's worse for wear.
okay.
Take it out.
Well, I'm not going to do anything crazy.
I'm not going to do anything at all.
Question is, what do you define as crazy?
Well, you know, not in crazy Raven mode yet.
Oh, okay, I see. You haven't hit Super Saiyan level Raven.
Yeah. So I'm just going to cast Sacred Flame.
I think that's a great idea. Cantrip, so it's not going to use the spell slot.
Cantrip. Can do.
All right. How does that work? That is...
Radiant damage to a creature in line of sight. Target does a dexterity saving roll.
He's taking damage no matter what, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. He rolls an 8. And it's dex. He has a +0. So it's a straight 8.
How do I do that?
How do you calculate your damage?
How do I do the saving roll?
I suspect that's not enough. I think
Wait,
it's probably your
so-
spell attack.
He was
No,
doing a
Dex
saving.
savings throw.
Oh, okay, against the spell attack.
There's
What's
a
your
spell DC.
Yeah, your spell DC. You should have it written down somewhere. 8 plus proficiency plus your spellcasting ability modifier. So it would be 14. That's your spell save DC. So what he has to save against is 14. So he didn't make it. He got hit. And your spell attack modifier is your ability modifier plus your proficiency bonus. So that would be 6. Whenever you're trying to hit somebody with it and it's an attack roll as opposed to them, just making a saving throw, then you add 6 to it.
I'm going to take your word for it.
Hard to miss with a +6.
3 damage.
Oh, it's just 1d8?
Mm.
Okay. 3. All right, so we are at 23 damage done. And there's actually one more attack.
That would be Bernard.
On your side.
Oh, wait, no.
No.
No, it's Princess.
Mm-hmm.
Princess Muffin Top gets an attack?
Yeah.
If you
Oh,
think
clop that
if
thing.
you think Princess Muffin is just going to take this,
Yeah.
then you don't know Princess Muffin. She's not having this.
Oh, clop it with your hooves.
He's not having this.
Yeah.
Is it a he? Have we decided?
I don't know.
All right.
I think it's great that he's a he and he's Princess Muffin.
He's part of it.
this whole binary thing. It's a trap.
I know,
It's a
right?
trap. It's a trap. All right, so a hoof attack, 17. That's a hit.
Good job.
That's a 1d6.
I'd be
I'm
surprised
sorry,
if it missed.
1d3.
I sit down in the cart and start golf clapping.
1 damage.
Well,
Well,
Batman.
I mean, she can be killed by a dwarf sitting on her, so she's not that strong.
I want to point out that, Bernard, that is 1 more damage than you personally did.
well, okay.
And she's a pony.
Right.
He's
all
a
right.
pony.
I don't know what's happening.
I can tell you what's happening. What's happening is you have, fortunately for the pony, distracted and upset the hideous beast. Less fortunately for you, the hideous beast is going to attack.
Bring it on.
And it gives you another look, one of those knowing looks with its soulful eyes. And it's as if to say, consider it brought.
Oh, it's already brought.
Okay, I rolled a 16.
Who's he attacking?
Well, here's the thing. I'd say since you're on an old path through a forest, you're standing in a line. Everyone.
Oh,
Acid spray is the name of this particular attack. 30 feet long, 5 feet wide. I'm going to say that it's doing this. And, I apologize. I rolled, but it's really you who need to roll.
Oh, okay.
what's the DC?
13.
For what?
Dexterity challenge.
Okay. All right. We got this.
Yes.
What'd you get?
I rolled a 17 plus my dex bonus is 3, so 20.
Rolled a 10 plus
What's your
0.
dex bonus?
0.
And what'd you do, Raven?
I rolled an 18.
Plus your dex bonus, plus 2.
He flips out of the way.
And let's see. Princess?
Nice.
Yeah, go for it.
16. Let's see. Let me check her stats. Let me check her stats again to see. Yeah. She clears it. So, Bernard, are you the only one who got hit by this? All right. All right. Here's the bad news. 3d6. 3, 4,
Oh, God.
1, which
8?
to my way of thinking is 8. So you take 8.
Uh-huh.
We each take 4.
Exactly. Princess Muffin is not doing great. She's down to 2 HP.
But neither is the Ankeg.
That's true. With that, why are you hiding your laugh? Laughing's good, man.
Yeah.
Even if it's at. All
Hey,
right.
you might get to play Grimble a lot sooner than we thought.
I'm fine. I'll be fine.
No, I'm laughing because Lauren and I, we obviously dodged or got our saving roll, and even poor Princess Muffin limped out of the way.
Look, I don't pay attention very much.
Ben wasn't even anywhere close and still
In the
got
middle.
Oh, boy. All right.
He's like, what?
So what are we going to do? Can I give you some DM advice?
Yeah.
Don't have it attack again.
hit. Yeah, no, it's about time to kill this thing.
Yeah, could you kill this?
I'm going to attack again with another sneak attack because it's the next round and it hasn't gone.
Okay. Fair enough.
Oh, my God.
Wait a minute. Let me
Clomp,
count.
clomp.
That's plus 6, so 9.
Yes, that's right. 9. There is 9 chance.
Oh, wait a minute. I have advantage. I get to roll twice.
Okay. You need it because
Oh, my God.
did you just make it an 8 from a 9?
I got a 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, I made it an 8. Yeah. Well, I missed.
So does that negate the whole attack?
Yeah, I just missed it.
Okay.
I biffed it.
All right. Who's next?
I'm not going yet.
All
Give me a
right.
second.
You don't want to
I
go
think
yet?
you
You
should
go.
Eldritch Blast this
I'm
thing
gonna.
when you get a chance.
Yeah, I'm gonna. That's what I'm thinking.
Light him up.
All right, I'll do another Sacred Flame then.
All right. That's a 4. I'm going to say that is a not successful.
Thank God.
2.
2 damage.
Okay.
Better than me.
Okay.
Is he still alive?
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna do Eldritch Blast, I guess. And this is a ranged attack. That is 14.
That is an interesting question.
Well, I found his AC.
Oh, were you looking for it?
No.
His AC is 14.
How does that work? Does it go to the defender?
Oh, you have to meet it or get above it. So you
so
hit.
that hits?
Yeah.
That's a hit. Oh, that's
Okay,
good.
cool. All right.
I just looked this up the other day when I was running a game.
Make hurting happen.
All right. This is a 1d10 force damage. How are you serious? It's 1.
Wow,
That's a
that is
1.
Horrible 1.
Just one.
Just a 1.
He looks at you as if to say,
Oh my god.
really? Is what the clown said true? But he doesn't say that.
I don't remember.
Jerk.
I think that you were having some serious problem with your elder class with the clowns.
This is why I don't want to go.
It happens to the best of us.
Okay, is that all of your attacks? Except, I'm sorry,
Pony.
Princess Muffin.
Come on.
Oh, light him up, Princess Muffin Top.
Sadly, a 6
Does not hit.
does not hit. All right, another attack. This is a bite attack against Princess Muffin.
Yeah.
Looks like we'll be having horse meat for
I'm so sorry. 1 second. Let me see what I can
make
do.
some jerky.
Oh, ooh. It's a 23,
Ooh.
which is a hit. It's a 17 plus
Oh,
5
okay.
is a 23, which is a hit.
It's a 22.
And that's true. It's as good as a 23.
Not like it matters.
And the damage, 5 and a 1 is a 6.
Wait a minute. You can heal Princess Muffin because she doesn't die when she hits 0.
All
She
right.
just gets
But
knocked out.
She's at 0.
She's at 0.
So she's out cold right now.
She's definitely in a bad way.
Oh, yeah.
So is it if we end the battle before she dies, then she
If she
regains
gets
consciousness? Or he?
we can take some steps.
We have the chance to, then you can heal her. Shoot, you could heal her on the next round if you want.
Well, I
That'd be
could-
weird considering
Or
I'm
him.
almost dead.
I'd be like,
Yeah,
not
but you
the
can't pull
pony.
the cart.
She was
All
pure and good.
Attack number 3. 19.
Boom.
Plus 6 is 25.
Yes, that is a hit.
Alrighty. Now we roll a d6 3 times. 5 plus 4 is 9. 10. 16 points damage.
That's the same exact as the first time.
Oh.
Lauren is finally earning his keep.
Lauren's the superstar
As
of this
he's
fight.
slashing, he's like, "Not my Princess Muffin Top!"
And this actually, not by much, but it is at 0. So it is not attacking. And I guess if we're being technical, combat stopped. I want to point something.
Cup de Grace.
Well, what I was going to say is, first we have to check with the cleric. You could choose to heal Princess Muffin or the Ankeg right now. Either or both.
But not Ben.
Or Ben.
Whatever.
Or Ben. Yeah.
Oh, you mean stabilize it?
Yeah, if you want.
Oh. Well, obviously I'm going to stabilize the Ankeg.
What do you say to that, Lauren? What's Lauren's response to this situation?
Oh, I was going to cut its throat anyway.
Yeah, we're just...
So regardless of if you stabilize it, I'm still going to walk over and slit its throat while it's out.
Does this thing have anything that I can put in bottles, etc.?
Probably blood.
Gore?
You think
Gore.
that's...
How do you feel about gore?
Oh, right.
I'm going to rip
it's an
some plates
insect.
off
It
and
doesn't count.
was
strap
gonna
them to
say-
my armor.
That's a pretty sweet exoskeleton.
Right?
Ooh.
I think we might have to pile that onto
Let's
the
do
cart.
it.
Thank God
Yeah.
we could save Princess Muffin Top because I don't want to push this cart.
Yeah.
It's going to be heavy.
Let's put some... We're going to take off some of the...
Yeah, I'm going to pull some
exoskeleton.
of the, some of the chitin off.
All right.
That's
All
what we
right.
do.
Great. You grab some of the
Carapace.
more sort of undamaged and defined pieces. Throw
And
them
its
up there.
mandibles and its claws.
You have dispatched this loathsome beast.
Does it have anything we can loot? Probably
You
not.
Check its purse.
Yeah.
It has a picture of its family.
Yes.
Oh,
yes.
no.
It's
Now we know who to hunt down before they can search us out for revenge.
It has a grub in college.
Not anymore. Because nobody's paying that bill.
Oh, man.
All right, and I guess
That got dark.
Reality crept in.
this brings me back to a moment. This is a patented matter of drag sidebar. When I was a kid, we never played with food, so the excuse was always that we'd eat whatever we killed. Gross.
Yeah.
So we're eating this thing. Anyway,
No, I'm not
Oh,
eating that.
Gortu is, I think. Gortu might. I don't know what he wants to eat.
There's a monster manual somewhere around here. You could just look him up.
But
Yeah.
no.
You're
Anyway,
like, nah.
All right, we're good.
Maybe he's a vegetarian. He's a vegan.
you guys have plenty of food on the cart, which
Okay.
is still intact.
Yeah.
I guess. Quick question: are you going to do anything to help Princess Muffin or I was going to say Princess Bernard, but
Princess
the wounded Bernard.
Well, I mean, it's the end of the fight, so
Do you have any healing cantrips?
Ooh, no.
You know what? Actually, the other thing we can do. Can you stabilize?
yeah, I could stabilize.
Is that a spell or a cantrip? Or
Cantrip.
what?
So I can stabilize. Well, it's called Spare the Dying.
All right, let's.
So I can stabilize Princess Muffin.
I assume it says creature or beast. I assume it doesn't say person.
Yeah, creature.
Yeah, I will definitely allow you to do that if you'd like. And then, I don't know if we've ever done a short rest, but during a short rest, you regain the use of abilities, features, and resources that are refreshed by taking a short rest. That's deep. And you can use one of your hit dice.
To heal?
Yeah, plus your constitution modifier.
Okay. Is that what we're doing? I just get my spells back, too.
Oh, do you?
Yeah, warlocks only
Nice.
need a short rest for their spells.
All right, then, do you guys want to take a short rest?
Yeah.
I think you should. And let's have Princess Muffin roll for her hit dice here. Her constitution modifier looks like it's a 0. 5. So she's back up to 5.
I'm at 15.
Of course.
I healed
First rate.
8 HP.
Urgh.
Oh, yeah, you
Did you want some?
Oh, yeah, I can take... Can you give me? No.
No, that's not how that works, but he's just curious.
Did you even get hit?
Yeah.
He took half damage from
right.
the acid spray.
It singed my armor.
Larn,
Healing.
did you want to do any healing, or are you going to let it ride?
I'm going to let it ride and save it for the next time.
Okay, all right. Then you're going to press on.
Like a nail.
All right, Lee. You keep following this trail, and there are a couple times where you sort of feel a rumble again, but it never resolves to anything. You sort of stop and check things out, prepare yourself, but nothing ever comes of it. And as the day is ending, oh, geez, McCree, I never thought of this. Boy, it is probably pretty dark here because the sun sets in the west here, and there's a big mountain directly west of you, which is taking up more and more of the visible sky in front of you as the day goes on. And you're walking through a forest, so all of these combine so that whereas you can still see if you turn around and look behind you through the holes in the trees, you can see that the sun has not come terribly close to setting. It's just not very bright where you are. You're not very bright.
Ooh.
So I don't know if there's anything you want to do about that.
Yes.
Oh, okay. What would you like to do about that?
I would like to cast light.
Nice. Cantrip? Spell?
Cantrip.
Cantrip. All right.
What should I make glow?
I don't know.
The pony?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pony's glowy. Princess.
What color?
Pink, I guess.
Pink it is. We have a
Can you
pink
do
pony.
that?
Yes, I can choose the color.
Oh, nice.
Nice. Which really...
And it's
We
a
are-
20-foot radius.
We are conspicuous.
An Angheg
It's just a
pokes
bright.
its head up from off to the side and says, "Geez, guys, could you keep it a little classy here? We're trying to have a forest." With
In
its-
that same instance,
Yeah.
I changed my eyes to cat eyes. Just because.
It dives back under. Terribly afraid. I don't know if you knew this. They're terrified of cats.
That's all we had to do. Was
Yes.
meow at it.
Oh gosh. Yeah. If you'd
Next time I'm
meowed,
just
it
meowing.
would have had a heart attack. Died immediately. So, you were informed that the cliff face on this side is steep, and that was no lie, because actually you get to the point where the trees start to thin out a little, and if you didn't know better, you could almost believe that this space was clear of trees at one point, but it is not so now. And you see in front of you in the distance the conical roof of a stone tower in the distance there as you're still going down the path.
So it's just a tower in the middle of nowhere?
It's far enough. It's hard to get a good look. If you had to guess, you'd say it's very near the cliff wall. So,
How do we just want to go to that?
hey, do you want me to fly up and take a look?
Yeah. Go do that.
Gotcha. Gortu flies up above the trees and takes a look, and he's like, hey, you know what? There's a stone tower over there that's near the base of the mountain.
Yeah. Can
Yeah.
you go fly? Wait, you're flying towards that, right? That's what we discussed.
I was just going to take a look, but do you want me to fly over there?
Oh yeah, yeah. Because then, is there like okay? So here's the question: Is there a door at the bottom of that?
So he's gone for a bit.
Okay.
And I know that you've got a weird set of sort of overlapping effects in your relationship with Gortu, especially as it comes to communication at a distance. So is it the case that he could be like a million miles away and you could still talk to him?
It's like a live feed. Yeah. And I can perceive through him because of this invocation. So I can perceive through him, and also I can speak out of his mouth even if he can't speak to other things. I could just, so if we runs into like a mailman and the mailman's like, who are you? I'll just be like, I'm Bernard. What's up?
He looks.
He just opens his mouth and it's like a voice comes out.
He looks down.
It's like a speaker.
He sees an Ongheg carrying a mailbag in the woods underneath him as he's flying toward the tower.
I'm imagining him as...
out of Gortu's mouth.
It just dives underground.
Yes.
Dives, just positively terrified.
Hey, it worked, guys. They have no idea what I'm talking about. They just hear me meow and then say, hey, it worked.
Have you ever seen a pony roll its eyes?
No.
Well, if you'd been looking.
Oh.
The tower that we're dealing with is, once we get Gortu close enough, if you had to estimate, more than 100 meters tall and probably about 20 meters wide.
Okay.
At its base, and it doesn't taper much. And at the top, there's a gallery around what would appear to be the top level, and there are many levels to it. And it is indeed sort of right next to the cliff wall there. It's made of carved stone set in mortar, which you can only barely tell because there is quite a bit of vine growth on the exterior of this building. But you notice that you were talking about a door. There's very easily discernibly a door, and in a way that is not uncommon for a tower of this sort, the door is about 15 to 20 feet off the ground. Here's the thing. They didn't build foundations back then.
Right.
And if you built a door in the base, the structure wouldn't be sound and they would fall over. So this is literally how these towers would be built.
Now, are there stairs?
Well, here's the thing. Turns out that the vines and the stones are opaque, so we can't tell. But at the base, there is not only the opening for a door, there is a door. And the door is of a dark wood, banded in iron.
Huh. Okay.
No, but I meant, are there stairs on the outside
There
door?
are no stairs on the outside.
Oh, well, all right, let's keep moving, guys.
Are we going to the We're not going to that? All right, so there's
It's
a
up to you
thing.
guys.
There's a thing. It's got a door. It's really high up for some reason. I don't understand architecture. And then there's no stairs to that. But
How do you know? You're a realtor.
I'm not an architecture guy. I don't sell castle things. I sell houses
Okay.
and propane accessories. Not really. Yeah. So are we going there? I think we got one no, one maybe.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, 2 maybes and a no is a no, so we're just not going to go. All right, you can
All
come
right.
back now. Go
All right.
to.
I got you. 10-4, good buddy. And he flies back, and he sort of catches up with you. So you're just continuing down the road?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it surprise you to know that when you get to the end of the road, guess what you see in front of you?
Is it the castle?
Oh, why? There's
Well.
a big tower, stone tower in front of you.
You guys sure you don't want to go to this tower?
All roads lead to nothing.
Now, there's actually a couple things going on here. As you begin to get a view, you see the tower standing in front of you. It had sort of passed out of your ability to see it As you got closer to it in the forest, it was harder to see. As you move closer, you see there's a clearing at the base, and in the clearing there are 4 figures. And around these 4 figures, there's some visible disturbance in the air.
How far are they away?
That sort of depends on how close you get to them.
Oh, okay.
How close are we at the moment?
All right, when you can first see that they're there, you're pretty close. I mean, you're within, I'm going to say, 40 yards.
Okay.
Have they noticed us?
They make no sign of noticing you.
We can't see like which direction they're facing or what they're doing, really. They're just dark figures. They're like 120 feet away.
Yeah, they're pretty far.
Okay.
And it's
Let's go.
dark.
Let's just get out of here.
Oh, man.
We can come back in the daytime.
It's kind of day, right?
By now, it's definitely evening.
Okay.
And it isn't pitch black, but it's dark.
Huh.
When the sun goes behind the mountains in the woods,
Yeah.
it's dark.
Okay, well,
So it's up
we're
to you.
just...
Whatever you want to do.
What do you guys think?
Can you talk to him?
I feel like
You could see him, right?
I could try.
Do you have to be 30 feet for that?
I think so. So, why don't... I mean, we could also just yell at them. That'd be about the same. You want to do it? We just
Like-
yell?
Not really, but I guess that's what we gotta do.
But if you telepathically talk to one of them, then
Oh, I feel
you're
like they're
not
going to figure it out.
Okay.
So I hear 3 basic solutions. 1, yell at them.
Yes.
2, get close enough to use a psychic communication. 3, wait till the morning. What do you choose?
Is it me?
Any one of you. I mean, all of you.
All right.
I guess
if
if any one of you does a thing,
All
that
right.
thing will happen.
All right, let me think about my character.
Exactly.
What my character do.
If only you had someone who was good at sneaking.
Oh, yeah, but the rogue doesn't want to do it.
Okay.
I guess I'll sneak up.
You don't have to. I swear to God.
Well, we can talk. We can telepathically communicate, I feel like. Or
Up to
you
30
can
feet.
sneak, and then I'll have Gortu, who I'm leaning heavily on this episode,
Okay.
have him go the other direction. Just be like, all right, you're black and red. This works. It's dark. Stay in the shadows, etc.
Yeah, wait, why don't we send Gortu over there to spy on him?
I mean, yeah, but yeah, that's fine. Yeah, that's
Why
fine.
don't
I
you
just
send
don't want him to get
Gordito
hurt.
over and he can fly. What are they gonna do to him?
What if they're all right? It's fine. Go do that, please.
Boy,
I'm gonna get you
second day.
some presents,
Second.
man. Like, yeah, I get it. I get it. You,
All right.
we're just
Here.
not in the woods. What am I gonna
Look,
get
if
you?
we
Can I point out one thing?
Yeah.
As he starts to fly away. I'm in the woods too. And he
Right.
flies over there. And so what he sees, and I guess how far do you have to be to see what he sees?
It's all times.
Okay. All right. That's crazy. So
Yeah,
you're
well,
in 2 places.
Do you need me to? Yeah. Do you need me to check?
No, I mean,
Because I'll check real quick.
you
but
can, but
I'm pretty sure it's
But-
like at all times, as long as he's on the same existence, the same plane of existence as me, I can perceive through him.
all right.
Talk
Yeah,
through
I
him.
think he's not perceiving through his own eyes though at that point.
All right. So I assume that they maybe write rude things on your forehead or
Yeah,
sign
right.
on your
Come
back.
back. And it's like,
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
Um,
I just sit down.
all right. What happens is he gets close enough to see clearly, if dimly, that there are, in fact, 4 people there. And I guess you're seeing this. So what you see, you totally recognize this as men from the city guard of Eagle Watch. You remember of that uniform because that's who came and took all of the wonderful loot away with the bodies of the clowns.
God, it's those people.
And
I say, yeah. I'm just like whispering it.
so they're there, and like, how closely do you want Gortu to?
Not
examine
too
this?
closely. I feel like I get it that those are those people.
Here's the thing.
I mean, okay.
They're standing, and it is difficult to tell exactly what's going on. There is something going on, and around them there's a disturbance. Does he have any sort of night vision or?
Oh yeah, he's got. Let me get it to load. He's got blind sight 10 feet, dark vision 60 feet, and then also he has advantage on perception that rely on sight, hearing, or smell. Yeah.
So what he sees is
Oh, he's stealth +4 as well.
okay.
This guy's awesome.
It turns out these guys are severely distracted by the fact that it takes you a while to figure out what's going on. But what's going on is they're standing there, and you look at them, and they are in an advanced state of decay. So, so there are several steps in the process of decomposition.
Have their stomachs exploded yet?
They're actually past that.
Oh, God.
So they are in, if you want to get technical, stage 6, dry decay, is what we would say. You just can tell that they've probably been out there for the better part of 2 months if they look that dead.
Oh, nice. Okay.
As you're watching, though, they're unchanging, except, you know, the sort of the look when there's a hot thing between you and something else?
Uh-huh.
That's sort of what the air looks like, sort of heat waves disrupting it. Just around them. It's very localized.
Okay.
And as you watch, their bodies start to gain moisture. And you see sort of basically what's happening. I won't go into too many details because we just ate. They start reverse decaying.
Oh, man.
So it's actually it's considerably worse to look at. The stages of putrefaction that they've gone through are some of the grosser ones. So, I mean, there are grubs, there are fluids involved, but it's like you're rewinding the tape, a time-lapse tape of their putrefaction.
Yeah.
And actually, the thing is, it gets back to a point where, all right, please, I just rolled a 20.
Uh-huh.
That is a
Yep.
17. One of their eyes, the captain, turns to Gortu.
Okay. Okay. All right.
And then I tell him to get the hell out of there.
And there's a look on his face of the number of emotions that are expressed in that moment.
You can fly
fear,
wherever you want
sadness,
now. Just leave. You can leave.
terror, and then the process starts to begin again.
Oh,
He starts
God.
putrefying at an incredible rate.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So what do you fly off? Do you stay? Did you say
I'm going to
you're
have him
flying?
fly off.
All right, he flies off.
All right. So I don't really know what's going on over there. It's pretty gross. I don't know that they're in any shape to fight.
So it's hot over there, and they keep on decaying and restoring.
Yeah, that's it. How'd you know that? You're pretty good at this.
Right. Sorry.
We'll assume.
What was going on?
Yeah, so it's I don't know if it's hot or what's going on, but there's some kind of weird magic thing.
as a
It's
warlock,
like a
you can-
temporal, some temporal stuff, man.
As a warlock,
deep.
You can tell that the disturbance in the air is clearly the result of some field of magic.
Yeah, let's not walk over there. I don't want to know what happens. We could just stay here or like go into the castle. I don't know. Man, it's weird that they're just standing there, though. It's like they're there for a reason, but I don't know what we're supposed to do.
Do you guys remember why they're there?
No.
Yes, I do. They were sent there to investigate, and they've never shown back
Oh,
up.
crap.
What are they standing in front of?
They're just standing.
The tower, or
They're just
They're just standing
there,
like in a
they're sort-
fieldish
yeah,
type of thing.
so-
And like,
There's a sort of semicircular rough clearing, and when I say clearing, it's not like it's a green on a golf course. There are many fewer trees, and the brush is low. But there they are, not too far from the tower. And at this point, there's not enough light for you to even be able to see them anymore. Except maybe, does anyone have night vision? Is it half elf? Do we have a half elf in the
I'm a
house?
half elf.
I have dark vision.
Dark vision. So
Yeah.
you guys might be able to still
Yeah.
make out the fact that they're there, but you probably can't see too much detail at that distance.
Nah, just as long as they don't start walking towards us, I think we're okay.
How many of them are there?
4.
Oh,
And they're clearly wearing, even more clearly once the putrefaction had reversed itself, and they were wearing the unsullied uniforms. So it was 3 guardsmen and a captain.
Okay, this isn't good.
where are we standing at? Are we over by the tower?
yeah, we're by the tower.
Well, you're here.
I would like to climb the tower to the door.
Did she send 4?
Nah.
She did.
Okay, good, because if there were more of these guys, that would not be good. What? I'm freaked out. I gotta admit, I'm a freaked out.
I'm drawing
little warlock
an
right
excellent diagram here to show that you're sort of down the trail. The poor guys are over here, and the tower is... So the tower's to the right in the clearing, the 4 guards are to the left, and you're 40 yards out.
So we'd have to pass them to get to the tower. Unless I went through the woods and looped around.
Yeah.
Can I do that?
Sure.
All right, cool.
Whatever
I'm
you
going to do that.
What's going on? You just leaving?
I'm going to the tower.
Oh, well, I'll follow you. I don't want to be anywhere. I don't want to be alone right now.
Aw.
Gortu is just. I'll have him just like.
He's
come back
gone.
to
He
my
went back to
shoulder.
town. He's
Yeah,
like,
that's fine. He
screw
can
it.
leave. If I need him, I'll call him and just take a while.
All right, so you had
I think
him-
he left. I was just like, get away from that. You can go wherever you want.
Okay. All right.
We'll give
So
him a
he's-
break.
he's
Go
at-
find some food.
He's at a distance.
chill out. Yeah.
He's having some me time.
Yeah.
Little
I've
pseudo-dragon
called on
spa.
him. A little much.
All right, so your plan is to flank the tower,
Yes.
skirt the clearing to the whatever extent you can.
Yes.
Okay, we've established that there are a lot of Ankeg in these woods. You kept seeing Ankeg all over.
We just all-
you hear like 30. Ankeg.
We just keep meowing.
Burrowing
Everybody
down.
meow.
It is interesting how there are no cats, just no cats, and we said there aren't many dogs in the town. Interesting, very interesting. I don't know what deep truth this is going to end up revealing. All right, so you carry on, and sure, it doesn't take long. You reach the edge of the clearing safely. I'll even let you stop at the edge of the clearing and take a look.
Okay. I'm going to take a look around.
It is night. So, Raven, I guess one thing. I assume there's a glowing pink pony
Somewhere
by himself
in the
over
woods.
on the path.
Got a
Because-
distraction.
Because, oh, poor Princess Muffin.
Wait a minute.
You guys just
What was I
can't.
thinking? We could have just killed those guards with some explosives.
I don't know, man. There's some weird, like, necromancy. That doesn't... killing dead things is hard.
Uh,
I feel like...
who deals with killing dead things?
Can't
Anyway.
see it, but I'm staring at Raven.
So am I right that Princess Muffin and the cart are back on the path? Because there's no way you're taking...
No.
There's no way you could get that cart through the
Yeah,
trees.
yeah, yeah.
That's
He's
fine.
just on the path.
I assume maybe tie him off, give him some food.
Unlight
fine.
him.
Dispel it.
Okay,
yeah,
that's fine.
Yeah, put that out.
He is instantly eaten by Ankeg. Just swarms of Ankeg.
Oh, man.
No, he's not. He's not. Because I love him more than I love you. Anyway, so you get to the clearing, and basically now you're just seeing the same thing, except there's a tower here, and the guy's there. And definitely the two night-visioned adventurers, Bernard and Larn, can see that this process keeps playing itself out. And it goes from a few moments of being in one state, so not dead, through decay, to a few moments of being at that full state of decay.
Mm-hmm.
And then back. So it just keeps going
Yeah, that's...
like that. And the tower is just there. Like I said, the door to the tower, it's 15, 20 feet off the ground.
We're just going to climb it.
Yeah, I just looked up the rules for climbing.
So we're not going to go and mess with these guys at all.
I mean, if
Not
you want
yet,
to
at
mess with
least.
her.
I
It's
I
not-
figure whatever's doing this to them is inside the tower, so
Yeah?
bypass them and go inside the tower. Are there any open windows on the tower?
An interesting question. There aren't windows per se. What there are, and you guys would know this, they're like arrow slits, but they have a cross shape. And the reason they have a cross shape, you happen to know, is in case the people inside want to use a crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
The crossbow compliant arrow slits.
But they're not that big.
It's not like you could see anything in there through them.
Not like you could climb through them.
I mean, I feel bad again, but Larn, he's beefy. He
Right.
definitely couldn't fit through.
Oh, yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to know if there were open windows.
No. There are slits, and they are not open enough for you to go through.
All right, well, I'm going to climb up to the door. Climbing is basically half movement speed.
Okay.
It's not
Particularly
slippery or
dangerous.
anything, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's
And
they're
it's stone, so there's
they're-
handholds.
you know what? As you get there, and as a dwarf, although you're a hill dwarf, if I remember,
Yes.
Hill dwarf. So it's not like you're one of those mountain dwarves where, stone is
Oh, we know stone
in
too.
your blood, though. I mean, you're like city folk, basically. Dwarven city
We're
folk.
hillbillies.
You can tell that this is A, very old, B, very nicely constructed, and C, since you know that no one's inhabited this area for generations, it's in a shockingly good condition. The repair of this tower that you're climbing is excellent. So I assume that's a weird thing, Dungeons and Dragons. So Dungeons and Dragons is telling me that Marty can climb this tower.
Yeah.
That
15
Lauren-
feet per second.
Lauren can climb
12
this
and a
tower 12 and a half feet
That's a
per
lot
6
of
seconds.
feet per second.
So in 6...
I think it's actually 12 and a half feet every 10 seconds.
Oh, right. Well, 6 per round,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. I mean, even if you fell off, you could just climb again, but you don't. You get up there, and there's mercifully there is a approximately 3 foot by 5 foot platform outside the door, so you don't have to sort of cling like Garfield to the windscreen of a car.
All right, I want to inspect the door and see if it's locked.
Well,
Check for traps.
I can open the door for you, or I could try to.
All right, how far?
Let me check for traps first, and then we'll do that.
Do you want to roll?
Yeah.
Is that a roll? I assume.
The
Let me
check.
Or is it
figure out
just-
which one that is?
Probably. No, I don't know.
The door got a 13. It attacks.
It missed.
It just falls on them.
You get a wicked bad splinter.
It missed because my AC.
Oh no, you get a super wicked bad with a successful attack. With a unsuccessful,
Yeah.
you get
get
just
half
a
a
wicked
splinter.
bad.
So it's a perception check to check for
All right.
traps. And I have a +2 to that. So 10.
There are no visible traps.
All right.
There is though, and I think I should just show you, but I'm not going to.
You
Look
guys
away.
can come over here and climb too. I mean, there's a big
Yeah, I was going to climb.
platform that you could fit.
There's a large metal emblem, like big, on the door, and it's this, which to us, that's hard to read. And to people who are listening to a podcast, the fact that I'm referring to something we're looking at is exasperating.
It's like a
But
bird with an
It
eyeball.
is a heraldic
above it.
eagle with its wings spread, and instead of a head, it has an eye.
Eagle Watch.
The devil, you say? So, that's what's on the door.
All right.
And the door, another thing about the door, like I said that the tower was in good shape. I feel bad. I feel like I'm picking on Lauren here.
No, that's fine.
But, Lauren, your door at home, you're looking at this and you're thinking, and they can't see it, so we don't know about them. But you're thinking, gosh, my door at home is nowhere as clean as this. This door is in excellent both repair and state of cleanliness.
Yeah.
Because you would think, I mean, like I said, it's bound with iron. If you have no rust, a nice patina, but you would think after generations, it could be 60, it could be 100, it could be... Knowledge of this tower has clearly passed out of the minds of anyone in Eagle Watch, and yet this door looks top-notch.
Well, Lauren is a little bit paranoid, so I want to actually check for traps again.
Sure. Yeah, I'll let you do that.
Rolled a 1, which means I didn't find anything. Even if there was something there.
But how about this? You didn't set anything off either.
Yeah, I mean, I was just looking.
So this door, by the way, is about 10 feet tall. It's probably easily 5 feet wide, and it would appear to swing in.
Okay, good. Because if it swung outward, now I'm going to be hanging on to the door.
Right off.
All right, I'm coming out.
I'm-
I'm getting
on
bored
up.
down here.
Okay.
You guys
check
are
it
you
out.
able to detect magic or anything?
I don't think I have that.
I don't know if warlocks have that at all.
All right. Well,
I
then,
could. There's
Oh,
an
they do.
invocation
They do.
for
They do.
it that I
Well,
can
then,
have
while
it.
they're coming up, I want to try the lock, and if it's locked, I want to pick the lock. If it's not locked, I just want to
Interestingly,
open the door.
it's not locked, and you're totally able to open the door.
All right. Then I'm going to open the door. Step right in.
Let me point this out. I think at this point, we're flirting with you being within range of the 4 guards within 30 feet. So, just saying.
30 feet of... Wait. 30 feet of what?
Your mind
The
spell
guards.
thing.
Oh, yeah.
So,
Told you should try to talk to him.
Yeah. I get up there and I sit on the... Now that I'm up here, I sit on the little thing and I try to talk to the captain. Like, hello?
So here's the deal. The cycle, you don't have a wristwatch.
Yeah.
And I don't think back in the oldie times, we were terribly worried about seconds or
Right.
minutes. But what you know is it
It's
doesn't take a huge amount of time for this cycle to happen.
Uh-huh.
And so there's a certain point where the eyes wake up, and at that point, you're able to connect with him.
Okay.
Until then, he had no language.
Right.
But then he does.
Yeah.
And I think you probably have to start
All
because
right.
of the nature of this.
Hello? No?
There's
What's up, man? This is weird.
I guess there's sort of a chaos of
Oh.
like sadness and terror. Like he
Just
chokes,
screaming.
but you can sense this. I mean, normally you wouldn't even be able to sense this, but I mean, even maybe just in the sort of sub-linguistic vocalizations that he's attempting to create, he eventually gets his stuff together and turns your greeting, and so he's like,
What's going on? What's the last thing you remember as quickly as you can say it?
so what he expresses to you is that, and then you have to wait. And then he comes back.
Oh, man,
And
that's
then-
really loud.
So
God, that
like
sucks.
you're in his mind as he dies.
Yeah,
And
great.
then he's gone, and then he comes back. And what he explains is that he has been here. He doesn't know how long. Like he's lost. He's in something worse than anything he could ever think of for a hell. And that he was sent by the Countess to, and then he dies.
Oh, my God. See, I knew all that. I asked him. He told me things I already knew. God. God, it's awful to hear that.
And it cycles back, and what you find out is that they come to this tower down the path,
Oh, guys.
and
Yeah.
they were
yeah.
sort of investigating when an old man, probably, and he dies.
Oh, man. Okay, we're getting there. Guys, we're getting there.
And he
Oh, it
comes back
sucks.
after a while.
It's so
Uh,
bad.
and
It's so
old,
terrible.
old man came,
Should we take a nap? Okay, keep going.
and they informed him that they had to bring him back so that the Countess could ask him any questions that she had for him. And because it's weird that there would be any human in this forest. And then he dies.
Yeah.
And then
Right.
cycles
okay.
through,
Ooh,
comes
it's
back
getting easier to
to
deal
life.
with this.
And he says, as soon as they informed him of that, he reached into a pouch and pulled out some sand, made a motion, said something, and that's when this began. And since then, this has been their existence.
Whew. Okay. Well, you.
Then he dies, and
Yeah.
he fades, and then he comes back.
All right. Well, would you rather just be dead? I'm guessing you'd rather just be dead, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I have an idea.
So,
It was a magical... But they were put in that state purposefully by this old man.
yeah.
That's
who-
what I understand.
Who was not interested in going into Eagle Watch.
Right.
Who was not interested in talking to Countess Brengman.
I have an
Okay.
idea
So,
for
yeah,
you.
Yes or no? Would you rather just be dead?
I would anything.
Okay. All right. That's all I
Anything.
need. I'm gonna have to
And
go.
please spare my. If you can only save, if one of us has to live in this, make it me. Save my men, but end this.
Okay. All right.
All right. So do you
Yeah. So I'm going to go back and be
fill
like...
in these
okay.
guys?
All right. That's. Can I just not do anything for a while? All right. So, according to that
Take a
guy,
fiver.
yeah, according to that dude, there's an old dude somewhere around here, and do not tell him he has to go anywhere. It doesn't end well. Let's just try to leave that guy alone. If you see an old man,
Kill him.
no, don't try to kill him. I feel like he will loop kill you. You can see it does not look good. Just, I feel like be nice to the guy. We got to figure that out. If you see an old man, try to run. Don't let any sand touch you. Well, just don't say that he has to go anywhere. Also, they want to be dead. they saw this old guy. They told him that one woman that gave me this cool thing, and I make my shield come out.
Hang loose.
Wanted to see this old guy, and the old guy took out a bag of sand and like flung it at him, and then they just started dying and not dying all over again. It's terrible.
I can see that he's freaking out.
Yeah.
I'm going to grab his shoulder and I'm going to slap him with the Get a hold of yourself.
Okay.
All right.
Take some pride in yourself, man.
All right. I think. Should we roll for damage or?
No, I didn't slap him.
No,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I don't want to knock him off the platform. I'm going to pull him inside the door.
He falls. He lands on his head. He's dead.
And thus concluded the tale of Bernard.
Now, Schminchmart.
I don't know. Like, would it be dangerous to go over there by myself?
That's a good question. You know, we'll save that for after we've gone through
They're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
I suppose they can't hear you. I think Bernard would have an understanding of the terror and horror that these guys are living through, but whatever.
I mean, yeah, kill them. They're not going to hurt you because they can't move. If you can, kill them. If
we
you
weren't
don't
going to kill him.
you're just going to let them.
No, we had a different idea.
Well, I'm not going to go near them, honestly. I don't trust, like, stabbing them because then I feel like I could get brought into that. Yeah, what are you guys thinking?
Well, the idea was to cast Spare the Living on them.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
At the alive part of their
Well, they would have
cycle,
to be dead.
right before they die.
Well, it doesn't matter. Like, it would have to be dead.
I feel
Because
like
then they would stabilize instead of...
even when
die.
they're most
Right.
alive, they're pretty much dead. Like, they're...
Yeah,
They're
that's why
not
you
like-
look at the
talking
peak
to
of
you,
it.
though.
Because that's at the point where they're about to die.
Yeah,
you
they're-
can't cast Spare the Living on somebody who's already dead.
Yeah,
you
Right,
cast it
right.
on them before they die. So that's what I'm thinking. At their peak, they're about to die. So that's when you would want to cast it.
So I'm right in thinking that even when they're like completely back to not decomposing, they're basically dead then. Like they're not dead, but they're just barely alive. Like they're conscious.
They're conscious. I mean, actually, what it comes down to is they're kind of fine because it's basically the
They're just
condition that they
fully-
were in
Oh,
just as the guy did the thing. I'm just going to show a little leg here and let you know that was a spell as the guy cast the spell. Mm-hmm. And he, the material was sand, and
well, yeah.
the
yeah,
result was not great for these guys.
Right.
Right.
Figured all that
So,
out.
But I figured,
so is it somebody killed them and somebody put them in a time loop?
Same
Or
guy,
is that-
same thing.
Okay.
He used some crazy spell. I don't know. I mean,
So what's been happening, and this is maybe just me telling you, you guys wouldn't have any way of knowing this. They keep this cycle that they're going through, the time when they're dead, they keep decomposing in that time. So that time keeps getting added to the end. So they keep decomposing. Like that dead time still counts, but the alive time doesn't expand. I mean, eventually there'll be skeletons, there'll be dust.
right. But then it reverses, it goes back. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's why I'm thinking if you cast Spare the Living, they'll still be caught in the time loop. They just won't be dying anymore. And then we could deal with the time loop later.
2 pieces of advice. Don't overthink it. And they were pretty clear with Bernard, who maybe, I don't know what he's going to tell you guys, but this is absolute torture.
Yeah, but these guys are guardsmen, right?
Yeah.
I don't take orders from the man.
Oh, no, I'm not saying you have to do it. I'm just saying they really want to be dead.
I'm a
It'd be
good guy.
nice.
I'm going to find the best possible solution.
Yeah.
for them.
I'm not
They
saying...
may want to die because this sucks, but
Yeah, I'm just...
by the end of this, they're going to be alive.
Right.
I feel like they'd like to be dead. But, I mean, if you can make them
What
be
they
alive,
want doesn't matter.
I feel like if they become sentient after this and live in life, they're not going to have a great time. But that's fine.
They're going to have PTSD,
Oh, God.
but that's
Oh,
better than
man.
being dead.
Post-death disorder. Ooh.
How close are they?
they're like 30 feet.
Can I... Huh?
What's your range?
For what? For Spare the Living? I have to touch them.
Touch
Oh,
attack. Oh, jeez.
Which would mean, like,
Have fun. I'm not going anywhere near
like
that.
I would be afraid to go inside that loop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
But can I do a social experiment? Can I chuck a rock into their
Yeah.
area and see how that affects?
Maybe not a rock.
Throw a
Maybe
bird
a
in.
living thing,
Well, not-
yeah.
Why
So
a
we
living thing?
Because
Like
then
a
we can
bug.
see if it affects that thing. Like if you walk into the field, if it gets caught in it, or if it wasn't a field, it's just on those 4 guys.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I feel like a rock doesn't decompose.
Well, no.
It might turn to sand.
But even if it's a time loop, I want to see if it like keeps on in that trajectory.
Like it just keeps rewinding.
All right, try the rock first. Let's do that.
That would be funny. Like just back and
I'm
forth.
gonna roll,
Keeps
or
on
you
slipping,
roll
slipping.
a pretty awesome roll. Are you on the ground?
Yeah, I'm still.
Are you
He hasn't-
30 feet away? Are you
he
sort of
hasn't
in
climbed
the,
up.
the clearing? So, oh wait, how did you? You have to be up there with them.
No, he
No,
didn't climb
I
up.
didn't climb up
climbed
Oh, then you don't know what's happening, or did you use
I'm
your
just-
you talk to him
Yeah,
through
yeah, yeah.
your mind? Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
I
then-
assume that anything you say, you would
Okay, I totally buy that.
telepathy to me.
I just need a pretty good dexterity check because throwing a rock from 30 feet into this is going to be
Well, I mean, I could walk closer to them.
that'd be fine. Yeah, that. The
I mean,
closer
I'm
you
not
get,
trying
the
to
easier it
expect
gets.
that I'm throwing it all the way from
All right, all right.
half
So
court.
then I will agree that you can get to a distance where the danger and the probability of throwing a rock successfully sort of meet the equilibrium, and I will allow you to successfully throw a rock, and the rock passes through the field. It doesn't hit any of them. It just goes through. It went between 2 of them and passed through.
As in, it's not
unharmed.
affected.
It had no obvious effect. Yeah.
Okay. Should I touch them?
Oh, man. That's the question.
I see no problem with it.
He sees no problem with it. I'm just terrified of these people. I'm kind of
Like at this point, Bernard's a little inconsolable.
I'm gonna slap him again.
he's like real messed up by this. He just like had a dude die in his head like 4 times.
Again and again.
Get a
And,
hold
like,
of yourself.
Telepathically was dying
All right, so
in my head.
here's
I've
the
got
real
problems.
problem. They have awareness through the whole cycle. Like, I mean, they die, but there's clearly some awareness through this whole process.
Mhm.
It is.
Yeah, because he
awful.
remembers that he's been there for a while. He
Yeah.
just lost track.
So, anyway, okay.
All right, guys. I'm going to do it.
All right.
Good luck.
All right. So what are you doing?
I'm going to walk up to one of them,
Okay.
and at the peak of their restoration,
So at their most live point.
I'm going to cast Spare the Dying to try to stabilize him.
Okay. Unfortunately, I'm not going to have that do anything because actually, in that moment, they're fairly alive. Now, on the plus side, you aren't caught in the time vortex, so that's nice.
Oh, God.
I light a pipe.
What happened down there?
I can't hear you because you're too far away.
Oh.
I'll go and I'll climb
30
back
feet's
up.
not that far.
That's true.
Is
If
it?
you wanna
30
just-
feet
if
is
you wanna
like-
just yell.
From first
I don't
to
want to yell though
home.
because I don't want to
Less
alert
than that,
anybody
you could
to our
ask.
presence.
What's up?
You could relay that.
Yeah, what Lauren wants to know what's going on.
I tried to stabilize these guys.
Or it didn't
I mean,
work.
you
I haven't,
Yeah.
It wasn't pretty.
You could
Didn't
try it. All right, so it didn't work when they're alive, is what I'm
Ooh.
saying.
But, okay, so,
Because it doesn't work on living. Like,
no, it doesn't work on living, but, like, I would imagine that
I
they
mean, you
are...
have to be at 0 for that to work. Spare the dying.
Right, but you're still alive when you're at 0. You're just
Yeah,
out
they're-
cold.
But here's the thing: when they're on that sort of left side, and they're at the awareness point, the point where they're still able to speak, they're not. It's not like they're
So they're not
wounded.
killed at that point?
No.
So is there any way he could time it so he finishes the spell
Like,
when they're
a second
at
after?
that?
Sure, I'd be happy to have that happen.
I mean, that's essentially what I was trying to aim for.
all right, who do you do that to? There are 4 of them. The captain of the guards is sort of in the front.
One of the miners.
Okay, you successfully do that.
Oh, man, poor captain.
He instantly.
Well,
No, do
This
you
is-
do what you're doing.
this
Yeah.
is an experiment first.
Yeah.
One, he asked that you try and save his men first.
Yeah, that's true.
Because he's a good guy. So they see you and they are locking eyes with you, and there is like they aren't able to speak in any part of this verbally, which is nice that you have the ability. But there is a terror and a pleading in their eyes, and you touch them and you cast that spell, and instantly he falls to the ground dead, but dead, stably dead,
Stably dead?
dead, normal
Oh.
dead, and the field is not around him anymore, and he's just the dead guy on the ground.
Well, I mean, that did accomplish one of the things they wanted.
I mean, either dead or alive. How about just not?
And now
both?
there's pleading in the eyes of the other guys. Like, it's clear.
My turn.
It's clear. Yeah. So they're looking for the clipboard. They want to sign up.
Okay, well, I'll just go around one by one and save the captain for last.
Done. All right, and done. So that's 4. So they're 4 dead guys. And unfortunately, when the spell is broken, nothing bad happens to you guys. But they end up at that far stage of decay.
Well,
So
okay.
they're months dead.
What about their gear?
Yeah, that's what I was going to
Well, it's pretty gross, but they've got. I mean, do you want to? You're up on a tower.
Hey,
you can't.
No, but
really-
I can climb
I'm
down.
Okay.
telepathically.
Hey, grab their stuff. I mean,
Grab their stuff.
yeah,
Well,
grab their stuff.
what do they have, really?
Well, they have
I'm staying up there.
packs with food
Ugh.
in them.
but
Dead food.
Well, they're
it's-
rations, though.
Rations.
I'm going to describe it generously as spoiled. Between the months in the wood and the being pressed next to a decaying body.
Over and over and over again.
Yeah, for a million times. That's not any good. They have some low quality knives. There's some swords. They don't really have all that much in the way of gear. They
What kind of
have
swords?
sort of a bastard sword,
Ooh.
but of no particular quality. And once again, it's possible that you could polish this up, sharpen this up, but it has been exposed to what I'm going to once again stop at describing as fluids.
Oh man,
So
Well, that was disappointing.
is there a road we can stand on?
where's a road when you need one? So you have let them go. The field is dispelled, and there you have it. So yeah, 4 swords, a handful of coppers. Actually, to be accurate, I've got it written down right here. I'm not rolling dice. Oh, they're about 95 coppers worth of currency.
Oh, that's good. I need some of that for spells. I need coppers.
Okay, cool. Other than that, they had armor that it was leather, and it's not good. It's a bad scene. It's a bad scene.
All right. Well, that was worthless.
I'm gonna walk down the hall, or
we
investigate.
back inside?
Because I'm still up there. I never climbed down.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just
Yeah.
gonna investigate.
All right.
Well, did Raven get back up yet? Did you?
I don't think you've climbed yet, have you?
No.
You're gonna climb up.
And Raven, I think Raven's got 4 new swords.
Yeah.
No. Actually, I'm not taking any of it.
Okay,
Oh,
Out of respect.
fair enough.
nice.
When we're done here, we'll dig him a grave.
That wouldn't be the worst.
And then I'll climb back up to you guys.
All right, Raven's on the ground.
Yep.
Bernard is
On that
kicking
stoop thing,
kicking his legs over the
smoking a pipe,
smoking a pipe,
stress smoke.
and Larn is going down or you're going into the building.
Yes.
We haven't discussed anything about what the inside of the building's like.
I'm just gonna
No.
sneak in and look around.
So, once again, this is in fact about 20 meters in diameter. It's a large structure. And it turns out that as you open the door, I need you to make an easy roll. And it's going to be charisma based.
Okay.
All right, so roll 20-sider.
11 plus 2 is
All right,
13.
you make it. But you have a bad fright. That was a bejeebers check. Your bejeebers are still inside you.
Okay, thank God.
Here's the thing. You open the door, and as you're going in, you think you see someone coming at you. There's a large mirror.
Oh, scary sight.
But yeah, really, it scared the bejeebers out of you. And what you see beside that is that there is a hallway going off either way, to the right and to the left, hugging the wall, and it's, maybe 6 or 7 feet wide. So that's what you see.
Okay.
I feel like we're just gonna sit and stand where we are.
I'm going to sneak along to the right.
This might be a very Larn heavy scene.
It might be.
So you sneak along, and as you get to 2/3 of that side, you actually come across stairs. Are you just doing this with your dwarven night vision?
Yeah.
Great. So yeah, there's stairs in front of you, and they also hug the curve of the building.
All right, I'm going to go back and tell them to come with me.
Okay.
Okay. You can smoke in here?
Go for it.
All right.
I didn't see
There
any
is
signs.
not a sign in there that says no smoking.
All right.
There is a no handgun sign.
And you're like, what's a gun?
No, it actually says no ham gun. Gunn. It's the name of one of the. No, I'm kidding. There is no such
No
sign.
crossbow sign.
Oh, God. All right. Let's leave the crossbow outside.
Actually, the crossbows are implied because they have the crossbow slits.
We're criminals. We don't follow rules.
Oh, right.
All right.
I forgot.
Okay, so you invite them to come with you. Do you accept the invitation, Raven?
Yes.
Yeah.
Bernard?
You're
Okay.
like, I decline. I've got something to do that day.
I just wanted to. I wanted to break the mirror and take a piece of the shard.
I like it. I like it.
Ooh.
That's very. So, how do you do that?
Hit it with the mace.
I like it. Interestingly, the mirror is made of a highly polished metal,
Oh.
and it. I mean, you don't have great night vision,
No.
and it is fully nighttime now. It is night, and you can't tell that there was any effect made at all by your hitting it with that.
Okay.
Make it glow.
The whole mirror.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
imagine it's like a
Blinding.
huge mirror.
Okay, wait. Don't do that. Make something glow, right?
Yeah, I want
It's
to.
dark.
For
Make
my.
your shoes glow.
Yeah.
Because then you're lighting up the floor so you can see if there's any traps on the floor. Lights up everything else.
I mean, it's still a 20-foot radius, so I could still
Yeah.
see it.
True.
I don't know what's cool around. What can I grab?
Wait, make your mace glow.
Okay, I'll make my mace glow.
There you go. All right, glowing mace. What color? What color?
It's going to be green.
Okay, green it is. Green it is. So you go in with your glowing mace, and what do you do?
Go up the stairs.
All right, so you go around to the right again,
Mm-hmm.
up the stairs. When you get to the top of the stairs, there's a door that looks very similar to the one downstairs. It actually, down to the same metalwork, including the eagle symbol. The size seems the same, and it would seem to swing in.
Let's check it for traps.
Okay, give it a roll.
I got a 6.
You check it for traps by like maybe scratching your back or
You
I don't know.
want to take a look? You
don't
probably
dis-
got better
You
perception.
don't
than
discern
me.
any traps.
Perception? Not
Yeah.
really.
Well, you could roll a 20.
I got 3.
All right. None of you, with any of those results, find any traps.
Okay.
All right, I'm just gonna push it open.
Okay. You push it open, and it is unusually dark.
Even with the light spell.
Even with the light spell, even with your night vision, it's unusually dark.
This seems like magic, guys.
I'm gonna walk right in
Okay.
All right.
because at this point, might as well.
Whatever. We're already here.
You walk right in. What do you guys do?
I'm gonna wait at the door.
It's fine. Raven?
Raven going in.
I'm going to wait also.
I'm gonna draw my axe.
All right. You walk in, and this door, like the front door, and I don't know if I mentioned this, they both swing shut. As you walk away from them, they swing shut. This one swings shut. I probably should have mentioned that at the front door.
So we're
So-
right outside the door that just swung shut. So
Yeah.
we could.
Um,
I just try to open it again.
Pushes open fine.
Oh, it's fine. It's
Oh,
fine.
So,
No problem.
so it's
It's
got
just a
mechanism.
trick door.
But it
yeah.
does. It does. And when you were at the front door, you noticed this. Do you want to have done anything to the front door?
Nah.
No, we can
Okay.
leave it closed.
Because it's clear that it swings freely.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Marty, you go through, and you push open the door, and you walk through, and can you roll a d20?
Oh my god.
3.
All right. Do you
Do
have
I
your
have
do you have your stat
advantage?
sheet?
Yes, I do. What do you need to know?
How many bejeebers do you have? You lose. You lose 2 bejeebers because there's a person walking out there. You realize it's that same darn mirror. You just walked in through the door at the bottom, as far as you can tell.
I was about to say,
Oh.
can I turn around and open the door and look out? What do I see?
Oh.
You see out into the woods.
Okay. I want to walk to the left.
Okay, you walk to the left.
So we're
And
just
it's-
out there. We're
You,
just at the top of the
on
stairs.
the right.
You should.
All right. Wonder how he's doing.
If you remember, I modified the use of the ability that allows you to talk through each other's minds. So it's perfectly reasonable to me
I
that
think-
you would be trying to communicate with him.
Yeah.
All right, well then I'm going to say, hey, go through that door.
Okay.
All right. We should be good. All right. Let's just go through.
All right.
Would have been better if you like shouted up from downstairs.
And you guys, I should make you roll checks too. Roll 20-sider.
6.
1.
Oh,
geez.
no.
no.
So,
You got bejeebered.
yeah, I'm afraid Bernard loses 1 bejeeber and you lose 2, Raven, because you see 2 people. There's a guy walking at you and there's a guy just standing there, but it turns out it's yourselves in the mirror.
I'm going
and
to turn and be
Lauren.
like, hey, look out that door.
All right.
All
And
right.
we figure out that there's some shenanigans going on with that right door.
Do you guys look out the door?
Yeah.
Yeah. So,
I'm going to go to the left.
At this point, I want to prop that door open.
okay, that's fine. And then Marty's going to the left. You guys.
Going back up the stairs. Just kidding. Well, let's go to the left.
Yeah.
Okay. And would you believe that where the stairs started before, on the other side, at what would appear to be the same relative position, there's another set of stairs?
Up or down?
Up.
I'm going to go up them.
Would you believe that there's a door that looks a lot like the front door there?
I would believe that. Okay, I'm going to open that door.
All right. That's fine.
What do I see inside before I go through?
It's unusually dark.
Oh, God. All right.
At this point, Princess Muffin comes in. She rolled a 17 climb. It took her a while, even with the 17.
I'm going to take one of the 1,000 ball bearings that I have in my adventurer's pack,
Okay.
and I'm going to toss it in.
Okay.
I'm going to wait until I hear anything. Do I hear
You
anything?
hear a rolling and a stop.
Okay. Now I'm going to go back down the stairs and take a look and see if I see it.
Okay. The door is closed at the bottom of the stairs, and there's a ball bearing there. But your bejeebers are completely intact.
All right, are you still at the bottom of the stairs?
I have an idea.
You're in the front of the thing. I'm going to walk through expecting to see myself in the mirror.
Oh, you walk through?
Yeah, I'm going to walk through.
Guess
All right.
what?
Yeah.
You have steeled yourself such that
Oh, I got
when you
this.
see the guy coming at you, unfortunately, roll a d20.
It's a 6.
A 6. You slip on a ball bearing. Luckily, you don't take any damage.
I'm going to pick up my ball bearing after he almost breaks his neck, put it back away, and say, I have an idea.
Ooh, I like it. All right, what's your idea?
All right. You go up the stairs to the left. You go up the stairs to the right. I'm going to stand right here. I'm going to hold the bottom door open, and I
Okay.
want the 2 of them to open those doors.
All right.
And each one of us peer into the door.
All right.
Like, stick our head through
I
and
like
see what
it.
happens.
Okay.
All right.
On the
Okay.
count of 3.
All right.
1, 2, 3.
All right. So
Heads go through.
you poke your head in through the door. You see outside.
Okay.
You guys poke your heads through. It's unusually dark.
All right.
All right. New idea.
Yep.
Okay.
You guys come back downstairs.
I walk through the door and steal myself for the mirror.
Okay. This time you're fine. You're just fine.
How did I come through? Did you see me walk through that? What happened?
Interestingly, yeah, you just walk through the door.
Like, I didn't see you outside, but you just came through the doorway.
All right.
I'm going to touch the mirror with my hand and see what happens.
It is a very solid, as we said, it's a piece
Metal.
of metal.
So I can't, like, step through it.
No.
Oh, I'm at a loss, guys. You're the magic ones.
What else is in this room? Nothing.
Stone walls,
And a
stone
mirror.
ceiling, stone floor, mirror,
Mirror.
On the wall.
light from a mace.
Is the mirror,
three
like-
dudes.
The mirror, like, portable?
No, it definitely it has every appearance of something that's hard mounted to the wall.
And I didn't bring my screwdrivers. But I did bring a crowbar.
Mhm.
It's right there.
Okay.
You can pry it off the wall if we really need it.
I'm going to walk up to the right. And I'm going to walk backwards through the door.
Okay.
Let's see if that works.
All right.
What happens?
You are standing in a room, in a different room that you've never been in before.
Whoa, nice.
Ooh,
I
guys,
was
walk
about to
backwards.
I was going to try and pull the mirror like it's a door.
in this room, it's the same round shape, and it's about 20 meters across, and there's a large gap, and there are a couple of statues on the other side of guards with crossbows holding them kind of at attention.
Those are the statues?
The statues are holding crossbows, but they're made of stone.
Yeah.
And
That doesn't mean anything to me.
well, it doesn't mean anything at all to you because you're not in that room.
You guys walk backwards through the door.
They can hear you.
Yeah.
Through your mind.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You should call Gordita.
Well, how's he going to get in here? He can just fly.
He can fly backwards.
Oh, man. Nah, I like Gortu. He's good for a while. I'll call him later.
There's every possibility that Gortu could get through one of the arrow slits.
Yeah.
Because actually, I didn't mention this, but if you look at a crossbow arrow slit, they actually do have a circular opening at the bottom. And pseudo-dragons have the capacity that many lizards would have to fit through improbably small spaces.
Slink on through to the other side.
It's entirely possible. So, yes, it is you, probably a 15-foot chasm, the two statues, and behind the statues there is a door which has a light grain, but it's also banded with metal. And there it is.
Okay.
Behind you there are two doors. Their hinges are in the room with you, so they're the doors that you came in through. As I said, the same size as the front door, about 10 feet tall, about 5 feet wide.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And do you guys join?
Yeah, I'm going to come up.
All
I'll
right.
walk through the door backwards.
There's two different doors, right? There's the one on the right and the one on the
Right,
left.
yeah.
You went up the right or
Yeah,
left?
right.
When you come through that, you're facing,
The rest of the room?
it's as though you had walked through the door, and right in front of
Forward.
you, maybe 10 feet in front of you, wide enough that they can both swing open, so I guess at least 10 feet, is the other door. It's as though you had just walked through. This is what you would expect to have seen when you were looking through and it was unusually dark.
Oh.
It's as though everything was normal.
Okay.
This is weird. Okay. This is weird.
So are you going to go
Well, we
on the
gotta get
right
through
door or
this.
the left door?
I went in the right.
Can I go in the left?
Sure. Both of you do that, and it takes
Same
you just,
thing?
You come through, once again, it's just as though you had walked through it normally.
Okay.
So you're up there, and you're in this room. And they'll stay up there until we rejoin them in 2 weeks' time. It would mean the world to us if you take a moment to subscribe, rate, and review us on your podcatcher of choice. And don't be afraid to reach out. Once again, we're at draigcast on Twitter. Our email is draigcast@rattleboxgames.com, and we're on the web at rattleboxgames.com/draigcast. Now enjoy a taste of what's coming next to tide you over. And thanks again for listening. What do you do now?
We just stay here.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to stay here.
I'm going to take a nap.
Well, but so you guys are all right. You're fully rested,
Yeah.
ready to go. What's your move,
I think I'm going to take a really long bath with some rose petals
Yeah, I'm just
and a
gonna...
nice Chianti.
guys? What about the adventure?
I got a nice book.
I'm going to write some poetry. See ya.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I'm Brendan Riley, the host of Install from Heap, a bi-weekly Netrunner podcast from Rattlebox Games about jank, deck building, and cyberpunk nonsense. If you know what that is, you'll love it, and if you don't, come on over and give it a try.
Brought to you by Rattlebox Games.